Yes, we're live because we're scrambling. That's how we do things over here at the den. So let me go ahead and get this YouTube chat set up. And then remember to source OBS so that we can play Guilty as Sock. To answer your question, Olav, no, you are not all on audio. We're still on my startup. It's just me. Okay, so now we're just going to jump into what we hope is going to be a fun game. And I know that we have in-game VC. But I don't know if mine is working. If my in-game VC is working, Olav and Nox, can you guys test it out? No, I was listening to a stream to see if it actually popped up. And it seems like you guys are, but you are quiet as shit. Let me see here.
I can turn my mic up a bit, but
there it is. No, it was OBS, as usual, decided that it didn't want to capture the audio, so I had to go in and force it to capture the audio.
Oh.
So, we can hear you just fine now, guys. So yes, welcome to Guilty as Sock, where apparently we have decided that Olav is going to be our honorable judge, Nox is going to be our defense, which means I get to be a prosecutor.
Oh.
hey, I just clicked random.
Me against the two of you is not going to go well for me. Just put on the handcuffs.
Hey, I'm not I am impartial here. I'm, you have to convince me of the
Okay, yeah, if anything,
innocence.
Olav being the judge is actually best because he's so used to moderating arguments between me and other people.
Wow.
But also, for context for our audience, none of us have ever played this before. We have no idea how anything works. So this is going to be fun, just trying to figure this out. Oh, also, did everybody customize their socks?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So let's start this game. Ooh, yes, because I'm prosecutor, I get to choose the defendant's name and what they are accused of. Oh, I can also choose their mugshot. That's gonna be fun. Olav and I are gonna have to make a note that when we play this with pirates, we're gonna need mugshots to represent everyone.
My client is innocent. Look at that face. Just look at it.
He certainly looks sad. All right, so what do we want our defendant's name to be?
Whoops.
We're gonna start out fun. Just something softball. Why not?
So apparently I can quiet people down by bopping them on the head.
Oh yeah, that's the judge can stun anybody in the audience. Okay, so I can look around. What is this? Oh right, we got paper balls, which I can use to do.
So Mr. Stabby is
this.
accused of indecent exposure.
Yes, he is accused of indecent exposure. So let me see here. We've got our evidence. What do we want to?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Shit.
So, I'm gonna guess that I have to put my evidence out first, and then you're going to have to counter evidence.
Yeah, and that's all done in cards, I think.
Okay, but how do I put them up? That's the question.
Click on one.
Oh, hello. What? Oh, I guess I gotta call a witness?
Have you tried clicking and dragging one card out?
Yeah, there's nothing to drag it to. Alright, hold on. Let me hit cancel real quick. What do we got? Oh, wait a minute. Is it even my turn? How do we tell who's supposed to be arguing? Oh, the judge has to... I think the judge has to click which one he wants to hear from.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, present your evidence to build a narrative. Okay.
There you go. All right. That makes sense.
Okay, so for my first bit of evidence, we're going to bring up a scary mask. Clearly, this was the mask he was wearing as he was indecently exposing himself.
Okay, is that the extent of your...
Of course not. It immediately put me back into the... Now you have to pick.
Oh, now I have to... No, I have to go and tell her that it's her turn, right? Are you done, or...
Apparently we can put up to 5 pieces of evidence. I just have to figure...
bill.
Yes, a suspicious bill for the exact amount of that mask, and my next piece of evidence... the plane ticket to... Fuck it, Rio, why not? Some leaked DMs where he said it was always his dream to streak through Rio. And then a disposable cell phone, which he used to plan all this. I don't know.
Okay.
Look, this is like spur of the moment, man.
In his defense, Your Honor. That was very rude. In his defense, Your Honor. His mailbox was full. He never received the overdue bill. He was invited to Rio. I would like to see proof that the SIM card belonged to my client. And we have evidence that he was stuck in an elevator at the time of the transgression.
That's pretty that's pretty good. Pretty good. Any other evidence for the defense at this moment?
The defense rests, Your Honor.
All right. What do you got to say for this? For the defense, their prosecution?
I mean, I can't present any more evidence other than call a witness.
Okay.
Oh wait, we don't have any witnesses.
Let's see here. Bring or call witnesses to the stand.
Oh
or
shit,
step
that is
back
so
to the-
creepy.
If I say boom, okay, you have Mr. Doggy.
Okay.
Don't know what
Can
that
I-
means.
Peg him?
Oh wow.
I really gotta watch my phrasing. It's just like, can I peg my witness? As you can
Yeah,
see,
I
he's a
don't know.
hostile witness. He's very uncooperative. I move that we strike him from the record. But also,
He's your
has anybody
witness.
looked up into the gallery?
Yes, and I wish that had never happened.
So your witness
It's hostile.
is hostile
Yes,
and
and uncooperative. I didn't have to miss.
okay. Any further comments from either of you as far as closing statements?
If I hit him in the head, he's guilty.
You missed by a lot.
I did not. I hit him directly on the head.
Not on mine.
But it bounced off.
I did. We have evidence on stream.
All right. So you have the scary mask, which is not exactly good.
Look,
You have
look.
the
If I
suspicious
could
bill,
have
but then he-
presented photos of him in the scary mask, I would have. But apparently, nobody had cell phones that day.
What do you say to the defense's fact that the SIM card is unknown and a mysterious number guaranteed scam?
It was a burner cell phone, so obviously it's very easy for them to present that argument.
But you also have no evidence that it was necessarily that it was guaranteed to be his. It's disposable. Anybody could have used it.
I mean, we found it on him, so how else does he get a burner cell phone?
Well, with the fact that he had the overfilled box showing that the suspicious bill, that he might not have seen the suspicious bill, and the invitation card inviting him down to Rio, and evidence that he was stuck in the elevator at the time.
Really? Then how do you explain that the bill was for the exact amount of all of these items?
I'm gonna have to say not guilty.
Mr. Silent.
Punchable face.
Wait. Mr. Stabby was acquitted. They walked out singing in victory, but a passerby mistook their excitement for madness and smacked them in the jaw with a handbag. Mr. Stabby woke up later with chewing gum stuck in their hair.
Well, alrighty then.
Okay, so I think we should switch places. Returning to menu. Also, one feature I want to play, I want to try it out when we played a little more. Oh, I gotta give another court code. So,
Okay, so we got kicked out of the courthouse, so
yeah, let me get another court code. So to prevent sniping, give me 1 second. We're going to transition you back to the stream start screen. Okay, there we go. They should have the code in the Skulk chat now.
Hi.
I mean, we could always chalk it up to it's your duty as channel moderator. Well, now what happened? It was just here.
Wait, what? What'd I do? You put me in juror because I clicked random.
Oh, okay. Well, click defense. Or do you want to be prosecutor this time?
I want to prosecute this time.
All right, we'll just click prosecutor. But yeah, a feature that I want to try out when we've got this down a little more is the judge can actually connect a Twitch channel, and we can just ask Twitch chat what they think about the guilty not guilty verdict.
I just want sad looking motherfucker.
Can I not?
So you have to click on
bonk them?
whichever one you want to go first. You want?
Well, we're waiting for the charges.
Oh.
I was like gonna bonk her while she was writing the charges, but apparently I cannot use that.
Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
Ah, here we go. So, Mr. Sock is accused of murdering Mrs. Sock with crustiness. Okay, let's hear from the prosecution. So, like, it's just these X's, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I present my first bit of evidence. The Lonely Pearl.
Okay. I hope that has some significance.
Also entered into evidence is the used tissue that gave up, and, you know, Mrs. Sock was the next victim. The old computer with, well, you can guess what's on that hard drive. A sketchbook with the detailed plan for this murder. And size 47 sock. 47. Damn.
That's it for somebody with no feet.
Okay. Is that all your evidence?
That is all the evidence that I have to present today.
Okay. So, defense.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Hey. I'm working on my case here. All right, let's see here. This is okay. So my first my first piece of evidence I would like to put out is worn out duct tape. Wait, have you clicked on the blue one yet?
Oh, no. I did, but apparently it timed out.
Okay. Worn out duct tape. That was used to try and fix the pearl necklace He's not exactly a handyman. Now, as far as the used tissue, let's see here. Oh God, these are kind of tricky. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Used tissue. He was spending an eternity in the loo. So, he was stuck in the bathroom. You have to expect, some unsavory tissues based on that. Computer, he was not actually researching anything. He was trying to find a replacement for his earbuds because he lost one. We also have a notebook that his wife was using, showing that it wasn't a plan to kill her. It was, just random drawings and stuff like that. The size 47 sock goes with the dented water bottle that he always used during his hikes. That's why he had the smelly sock, was he was out hiking at the time of the murder.
Okay.
With that, I think I'm done.
Right. Where is my verdict bar here?
Pick up the gavel.
Yeah.
And then scroll.
Ah, there we go. Well, unfortunately, the evidence on this particular case was much more compelling for the prosecution, so I'm going to have no choice but to declare him guilty. Stoic incarnate. 0 emotes used.
There are emotes?
Yeah, I don't know how to use them, though. Let's see. Mr. Socket's guilty shouted, "I'm untouchable," right before taking a yogurt cup to the face, thrown by a furious old lady. This sparked a riot where they were hit 72 times with slippers. Their dignity shattered. They left covered in dairy and regrets. Oh, okay. So, yeah, if we hit play again, it just takes us, right back to the court. Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Do you want to try defending this time, Caden?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You can be the
This is
prosecutor.
hard.
Yeah, because, it's completely improv, so...
Yeah, this one ought to be real fun.
Oh, yep, that might help. Sorry.
So I noticed that the prosecution has a bell, but I don't know what that's for. Don't look at me like
It
that.
said that you can use it to skip your turn or something like that?
I don't know, because I don't have one.
You probably have one on your turn.
little late on that one.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so would our judge like to read out the charges?
No, because the charges went away.
Just hit tab.
Something about public defecation. Oh. Public defecation and being a general troublemaker are the charges today for Mr. Stanky Bum.
So who do you want to hear from?
Little pads in front of you. If you bang one of those little pads, you'll decide who goes first.
Thank you.
All right, let's see here. Yeah.
Totally competent judge.
I mean, you seem to be a little hot under the collar there, Judge. You can't silence me. The truth will out.
Okay. Oh God, these are all just kind of generic and bad.
You think that's bad? You should see my defense evidence.
Okay. Mr. Stanky Bum was out trying to get some coffee and some food, realized he had to use the bathroom, but the coffee shop wouldn't let him use the bathroom unless he would purchase something. But he had a credit card that was declined even for a coffee. He had left outrageous internet comments online about the general area. He was not exactly a decent citizen of the city. He was carrying with him a matchbox, showing that he was clearly about ready to set the place on fire. And the neighboring restaurant, he had a dispute with them recently. And even to the point where...
Are you calling my client a Reddit mod?
Yes. To the point where he even was going so far as to release global malware against these businesses, and that is why he proceeded to stroll down the street in front of the businesses, drop his drawers, and drop a load. The prosecution rests.
Okay. That is an interesting case.
Well, for our first piece of defense evidence, we would like to submit a love letter. As you can see, he wasn't in that coffee shop for a random reason. He was there to meet someone who, of course, then ghosted him because people are assholes. As for why he couldn't get to another restroom, he has an expired driver's license. It only has 2 points left. He has a couple DUIs, but that doesn't make him a bad person. In fact, here's his ankle bracelet. We have GPS coordinates that shows that he was nowhere near where that deuce was dropped. And we have the pearl necklace that he had planned to give this mystery date. And where was this mystery date? They were on a train, which unfortunately stopped mid-track.
I have an objection, Your Honor. Most
I'd
of
like to hear it.
most of the defense's evidence is showing that they have reason to be angry, that they're already a miscreant and a nuisance to the public, hence the DUIs, the ankle bracelet. Though they claim that the GPS coordinates show that they weren't near them, part of their evidence is showing that yes, they were there to meet somebody. He was there. He had a reason to be angry, and he was denied access to the bathroom. The defense even mentioned that he couldn't get to another one because he was there, because he didn't have a license.
Defense, you did mention that your client was at the location that you claim the bracelet data shows them not to be at. Can you clarify?
I never claimed to like my client. I just want away from this guy. Are you throwing your paper balls with your cigarette?
I think so.
Block.
It's cigarette versus cigar.
How do I render a verdict?
You
do
scroll
you
on
have
your
a
mouse.
Yeah, do you have a mouse wheel?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can
Okay,
switch, and then
there's the
those
two
are pretty
pads.
self-explanatory.
Not even the defense can defend this client.
Oh, declare him innocent. Let him walk.
No, he'll just go out and start causing problems, probably drinking and driving again.
Okay, but if we declare him
probably
guilty, he's
crap
gonna
right
take
out
a
in front
shit
of the
on
right-
the judge's bench. So, you know, do you want to take that risk?
Look, I don't want to clean my bench. And in that case, I would make the defense clean my bench. So... Aw. It's the same flavor text.
He's lactose intolerant.
Evidence table consult. Oh, probably because I had that opened up for it. I was wondering. I'm like, wait, really?
Actually, no. You know what? Let's hit rando. Oh no.
Well, see, we can't. You can't be the
There's
bailiff.
only 3 of us.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what it would throw me.
All right, Knox. What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't care.
Well, I'll hit random then, and oh, well, no. There we go.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
We meet again, Attorney Olaf. We're gonna have fun with this one.
Ross is accused of failure to appear in court despite a bench warrant summons. Prosecution, make your case.
Well, let me see here. As you can see, Your Honor, we have a lonely puzzle piece, which our client has often used to describe himself as never quite fitting in and not knowing where his place is. How do you emote? He also stubbed his little toe, which I don't know why we needed to know that, but he apparently screamed that loudly.
If you press E. It'll bring up
Apparently I can't do
emotes.
that while presenting evidence. Inspector Sweeper, where he said that he was trying to chase ghosts. But everyone knows there's no such thing as ghosts. Wow, you could just, like, hold that.
Oh, yeah.
I present his diary, where it says, and I quote, "I really don't want to show up for this stream. Please stop asking me to go on stream. God damn it, I hate it when you ask me to go on stream."
Really?
At a convenient power outage, which, I don't know. He probably faked that.
I don't know how to do it, but would you like to call any witnesses to the stand?
I mean, like, any witnesses are just gonna be silent because we don't have anybody to voice them.
I feel like we should learn how to speak to witnesses at some point, maybe.
No. We have to have other people, and then they will randomly be called as witnesses.
That is tragic. Defense, make your case.
All right.
This is gonna
Let's
be
see
fun.
here. All right, so okay. The specters. Oh, right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's deal with the lonely puzzle piece. Let's see what we have here.
This is the best part, is that all of the evidence is completely random, so we have no idea what's gonna happen.
We have the open package showing that he did in fact have all the pieces at some point. As far as the stubbing his little toe, that really doesn't have anything to do with it. I don't even know why the prosecution would bring such a thing up. But as far as the ghosts, there was a midnight shriek, probably from a ghost or an overly enthusiastic rat, which undoubtedly kept him up late at night. The diary showing that he did not want to come to the stream was because he had received a love letter. He had much better things to do than sit here and and deal with that man.
I'm the one who sent that love letter.
Maybe next time sign it. As far as the power outage that he thinks that the prosecution thinks was faked, I introduce an antique chandelier, as well as a matchbox that he used to light said chandelier while the power went out, making him unable to attend. So, suck it.
It does seem as though the prosecution is biased in this case, and honestly should probably have recused themselves from said. Argos is free to go, maybe with a restraining order.
Argos is innocent. Not guilty. They threw a massive party. So wild that no one remembered a thing the next day, woke up with a new haircut and a llama in their living room with absolutely no explanation. Okay, I like this. This is actually pretty fun. Like, once we actually get the hang of writing narratives. So do we have like a favorite courtroom so far?
I haven't even noticed that you've been changing the courtroom.
Same, I didn't know there were different ones.
So the last two that we did were in the Trial of the Crown. The first one was in the Cosmic Order, and the second one was in the Default Trial.
I mean, the Cosmic Order is just very green. Just very like
It's very green, but also I don't know if the other two have it. Like, let's go to the default trial real quick. Do the other two have the rows of staring black-eyed children just
I hope not.
watching you?
I don't know. I don't know. Give me just a moment here. I need to grab another bottle of water real quick.
Yeah, grab that drink, prosecution. Nothing like showing up to court with a good smoke.
I feel like we need at least 3 more people, but this would be fun as hell.
Oh yeah, like that's why that's why I presented this for pirates, because it was like, look, Quiplash is our thing. You know, we're always at each other's throats. We're great at doing the accusing each other.
I wish somebody could be the defendant, though.
Right? If we had just like one more person, we could have a witness or a journalist or even a bailiff. Which also wouldn't do us much good because, I mean, the bailiff can turn one of you into birds or silence you or keep you from presenting evidence, but that's about it.
I feel like the judge usually orders that.
And eventually, I know what's going to happen. Eventually, one of us is just going to get really annoyed. And before we even hear a case, the judge is just going to render a verdict.
Of course.
Okay.
All right, let's see what you accuse this man of next time. If it's even a man.
Really.
All right.
You're accusing him of being Matthew Bellamo?
Your Honor, this man, this H. Squidward, or Handsome Squidward, as he would like to be known, was seen murdering a listener for the Dark Brotherhood.
Okay. So let's hear your evidence, because I am intrigued.
Well, first and foremost, we can show that he was a member of the Dark Brotherhood by his gesture, by him making a gesture that is prohibited by law. Yes, we do have the creepy ass children up there.
What gesture would this be?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am unable to perform that gesture as it is prohibited by law.
So describe it to me.
There, you like that gesture?
Pleading for his life is a gesture prohibited by law? Who made that law?
Personally, I think that the prosecution knows and performs the gesture a little too well.
By the way, you can apparently do a power slam if you hold the mouse button for a while.
Thank you so much for telling him that.
Oh, right. You have to assign it back to me, because you just silenced me.
I guess you could call me the silencer.
Oh, God. All right. So from there, so we know that he is most likely a member of said organization. He also set up
Prosecution?
a very elaborate a very elaborate trap consisting of a glue stick, which he let dry up, a pair of rusty scissors in order to give the listener tetanus, and lured him into place with a pizza, which the listener ate. In case the question of his in case the question of his membership is in question, we also have a loyalty card that never quite got enough points. And with that, the defense rests, or the prosecution rests.
All right. Defense.
In my client's defense, I have proof of a secret meeting between prosecution and the Dark Brotherhood. I would also like to point out a treasure map that was in my client's possession at the time of his arrest, giving him reason for being exactly in the area that he was in. And a bottle of expired ketchup. I don't know why I have this, I just don't want it anymore. I have also a driver's license proving, well, that my client is authorized to drive. I have nothing. They gave me nothing. And a burnt wooden spoon that was used in the making of the pizza that was specifically made with well intent just to feed a friend. Buddy, you're going to jail. I don't know what to tell you. This was a shit case.
You got anything else to try to shore up your defense there?
No, Your Honor, I rest my case.
Prosecution, you got any closing arguments?
No, I'm just gonna take a nap.
It was a frame job. He's the patsy for the prosecution.
Actually, in this case, he's a patsy for me. I did it.
Wait, wouldn't you say that he's guilty so that
You would think.
No, because any true dark member of the Brotherhood is going to take credit for their kills.
then you don't need a patsy.
I had to get away. This is actually more and more fun as we get into it.
It is. All right, I'll take judge this time. Why not?
I'll take the prosecution again.
Oh, God.
Oh shit, what's something else that we both played?
When he's doing the thing.
My witness is Santa Claus.
This one's an easy one.
God.
Oh my god, that looks amazing.
I had to do that just because. All right, prosecution, let's hear your case.
Okay, so We're accusing Mr. Gamer's Grotto of being unbearably Canadian. Let me see here. We have a single earbud, as he is constantly complaining about his audio setup, and that is something only a Canadian would do. We have a concert ticket for Dan Aykroyd. Who listens to Dan Aykroyd? A broken umbrella with a maple leaf on it, clearly Canadian. A golden key to the maple syrup reserve. And a power outage on the day that that reserve was mysteriously robbed. Prosecution doesn't give a shit. We rest.
You can ding your bell there. That'll also end your turn.
Yeah, skip.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, I would like to present a restaurant dispute against Tim Hortons. What Canadian argues against Tim Hortons?
Hasn't he done that before? I think he actually has argued against Tim Hortons on stream.
Yeah.
Really?
Which
Yes.
would indicate that he's not Canadian.
Exactly. Also, An Eternity in the Loo, which famously known for American food. Leaked DMs confirming that he is indeed not Canadian at heart, which is where it counts. Search history on how to immigrate to literally anywhere the fuck other than Canada. And internet comments against the Prime Minister of Canada.
Again.
No, actually, I'm sorry. The entirety of Canada is currently against their PM, so
You know.
that is inadmissible as evidence.
No,
You can
he's always
strike
complained.
evidence, by the way. I almost did that.
He actually has, argued against, all, every prime minister since we've known him. So
Yeah.
okay, let's see here. What does this do? So the concert ticket to Dan Aykroyd, that's out. That's just no. Yeah, like the pretty much everything, that's actually a really tight defense for gamers, honestly. It's like,
Damn it, man,
he's
I'm a doctor, not a lawyer.
All right, closing arguments. You got anything you want to say specifically?
Look at the face.
Prosecution?
Look at the face. That is the most Canadian looking face I've ever seen.
He's got a good point.
Okay. Anything more from the defense?
I think that I've clearly made my case. Even if he is stuck living in Canada, he is no longer a Canadian.
All right. Judgment, I gotta give it to the defense. Like, that is...
That actually was a really good defense.
Like, that is honestly...
This is the first time they've given
That
me
is
anything I
honestly
use.
gamers.
And okay, because someone's going to accuse me of it. Yes, I normally do make fun of gamers every chance I can get, but that was not the case tonight. It was just that I couldn't come up with anything to accuse Rascalin of right off the top of my head. And I can't accuse Olaf of anything while he's the judge.
Sure you could.
Someone actually suggested that they wanted a kangaroo court DLC where everything was just hung on the ceiling and everybody was upside down.
That would be cool. I gotta get rid of the suit though. The collar is driving me crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the toga look kind of works for me. Oh no. Oh no, don't tell me I could. Oh, I absolutely could, and I hate that I can do that.
What?
Oh no.
You could put on a really bad toupee and an ill-fitting suit with a cigar. We're just not good. You can do it yourself, so I'm not gonna say anything.
I'll show you what he's talking about.
I feel like I know exactly what he's talking about. Does he have tiny hands as well?
On sticks.
There we go.
Wait, did you change the color of your sock to an appropriate color?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, he did. Oh. That's amazing. And then you're being prosecuted by Cleopatra. I can't wait to see what she accuses him. They actually somehow look less creepy here.
Mr. Innocent is accused of
making accusations against the judge. And if I misspelled that, no, I didn't.
Yeah, so unfortunately, because he chose you as a lawyer, guilty.
Damn.
Jeez.
I mean, deserved, but...
Pillow hands.
I'm surprised there's an achievement for that.
Why was the shade so close to actual life?
I liked the red nose. That was a good touch.
I figured it's like, come on, you got to make him a clown.
Which one do you want? I don't care.
We'll make it a fair trial this time. I'm just giving you time to readjust your sock.
I'll do prosecution. Why not?
Okay.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
Shining hammer of justice. So, like, does getting hit with a power hammer hit or, like, do anything different?
I don't know. Do it again?
Right. There we go.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your arguments on this one.
Okay. So yes, Your Honor, Lego Jesus over there has been making us wait just shy of 2,000 years for his second coming. Let's see here.
Where's Tom Hanks when you need him?
As you can see, his search history shows that he has been looking up copious amounts of porn. Even his internet comments have been very pornographic, seeking help from prostitutes, which he is known to frequent. We have an idea as to why this might be. Not that it excuses it, but there's a broken glass. Probably from him turning all of the water he's ever drank into wine. We have a worn out plushie. That, well, let's just say he's been trying to cure his problem. And finally, we have suspicious noises from underneath his bed.
Okay, I see. So before we move on to the defense, I'm going to make 2 observations. If I recall correctly, the infamous prostitutes that Lego Jesus is rumored to hang out around, there's only one. And second of all, this broken glass evidence is from a pair of eyeglasses, not drinking glasses. The defense, what say you?
I say that it's not that he hasn't been coming. He has been coming for years, as evidenced by the global malware on his hard drive. The problem is, Your Honor, that he has been married, and we all know how long it can take in between sessions during marriage. The half-smoked cigar shows that he was able to perform at least once recently. A gathering of police officers witnessed the incident as it was public. And his presence is shown in mysterious ways, like road signs with cryptic messages.
I'm sorry, did you just try to defend your client by accusing him of public indecency?
Yes, Your Honor, but it is not what he stands accused of.
I'm going to give the prosecution one more round to do with that what he will.
I have a question. Did you actually strike one of them?
Can you strike them?
Yes.
If you pull up if you hit tab.
Oh shit.
And you can click on them.
Well, we're going to strike the broken glasses then.
I think center, yeah. I want to see something. We say that. Oh, nope. Okay. I was hoping that maybe it would like
let you choose another one.
Swap out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, if I click it again. Oh, okay, it's just strike or unstrike.
Yeah.
Well, give me your closing arguments.
Your Honor, by her own admission, the defense is not really defending his actions. She has mentioned that he has gotten up that he has attracted multiple massive amounts of malware on his computer, but that does not indicate that he has ever actually come again. Being married, I mean, Your Honor, I'm married and I haven't come in 10 years, so that's hardly any kind of a defense.
I mean, not in your wife.
Not while he's giving closing arguments. Any other arguments?
Again, look at the internet, the search history again shows that he has been trying, but his internet comments show that it hasn't actually been able to work out.
And what say you about this public indecency charge?
The public indecency charge is irrelevant. They arrested him when he was naked. That doesn't indicate that he was capable of coming in any fashion.
Well, unfortunately, that wasn't my case, so I can't refute that. Because we don't know if there was any evidence that there was a secondary crime or any achievement of said goal. All right, defense, I give you one last turn to convince me.
I mean, ask the police officers. Honestly, he belongs in jail. There were a lot of false promises made.
Damn.
Did you just turn on your own fly?
I am saying that we have no proof that he has committed the act upon which he was accused. But that jail might be the best place for this dirty hippie.
Right. Well, unfortunately for all of us, I remember what happened to the last judge that declared this man guilty, so, no.
I do like this. I
Yeah,
like
this is fun, especially now that we're, like, bringing in our own pictures and such.
I wasn't sure how I don't know how, if there's like, if it tries to put in the entire picture or if it like tries to size down and like say, hey,
I think it sizes down because I use Gamers' like actual logo, and that's pretty big, and it only gave you like the face and the top half of his lettering.
Okay.
I mean, like, what we can do, I can try a transparency of me, because those are, like, pretty huge.
Yeah. Alright, I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
So the question is, if we're putting me on trial, do I want to prosecute myself or defend myself?
That's a good question. How are you feeling about yourself today?
Or do I want to judge myself?
You do that enough.
Oh, wait, I know who I can, yeah, no. I got it. We're gonna have fun. Oh, wait, no, I need to prosecute.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know what? You're gonna judge this one.
What?
No, go ahead. You'll slide into judge. Because this only works if me and Olaf are on defending sides.
Yeah, actually, I'll be right back too.
What'd you say?
Said I'll be right back too. Like,
Oh, okay.
2 seconds.
Okay, yeah. So hello everyone in chat, how are we doing tonight? This morning, as it's actually almost 1:30 a.m. for me.
Looks like Caden is taking the prosecution.
Yeah, and we need Luna to judge because this only works if you and I are prosecution and defense respectively.
Oh God, I think if you're doing what I think you're doing.
What do you think I'm doing? You know what? Even better. DM me what you think I'm doing in Discord.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Because now I'm kind of worried what you think I'm doing. Oh, no. That hadn't even, like, that only crossed my mind after you pointed out you think you knew what I was doing.
So apparently the wound up one does 3 seconds.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no. What you thought I was doing, that is a night of pure catharsis. No.
Right. DJ Rasklin is accused of vanishing without a license.
Yes.
Prosecution, are you ready to make your case?
Let me make sure I've got all my
He
evidence
actually
in
does
order
look
here.
worried. If you look at that face, that is the look of a worried person.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm ready to present my case.
Convince me.
So, firstly, we have to prove that the defense's client was in a location where we had witnesses that can prove that he vanished. And to that, I give you the free hug sign that he was wearing in the subway. He was definitely trying to get a hug off somebody. I also give you a disturbing email that says how he wanted to, or he wished he could learn how to just disappear. The stare in the subway, where he looked someone directly in the eye before just vanishing from sight. The shoe he dropped while doing so. And for our final piece of evidence, the restaurant where he had an argument with the waiter directly before he vanished without a trace. And that's it. That's all we got.
I'm sorry, is any of this even illegal?
Look, the evidence sucks. I'm just doing my job.
Defense, what you got?
What I have is, in regards to the free hug sign, he wasn't trying to get a hug off of somebody. That was part of a mystery grab bag that he picked up at an anime convention. The disturbing email. We can...
I love how we always trail off when you know that we're looking for the right card.
Yeah, right. The shady email was actually part of a broken contract that he was writing for the prosecutor.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something, sir?
That guy right there. The subway that he was in, he was in the subway because the city was completely frozen at red lights. You couldn't get anywhere else other than the subway.
Objection! I have no idea about the Chicago system.
The lost shoe was because he was actually abducted, as you can see by this worn out duct tape that he was found with. And the restaurant dispute was because of an order that was never delivered. All of the prosecution's evidence is circumstantial and completely irrelevant.
Dude,
It's circumstantial because vanishing is a circumstance.
He wasn't vanished, he was abducted.
And what evidence do you have besides this duct tape?
The worn out duct tape, the lost shoe, the crowded subway. He was probably abducted by the restaurant that never delivered its order that was because of the dispute.
Are you accusing a local restaurant of kidnapping?
No, 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 no. The restaurant that the dispute was held in was clearly not vegan friendly. He would never be in that restaurant.
Then how was there a dispute at that restaurant as you put forward as evidence?
The dispute was over the restaurant not being vegan friendly.
But what do you have to say about the fact that they didn't deliver his order as we put forward as evidence?
Why would a vegan order from a non-vegan restaurant?
Let's see here. Well, quite clearly, it was because they advertised that it was vegan, but they didn't have any vegan options. That was the contract that was broken.
Whoa, you can zoom in? Okay,
What?
that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The restaurant's name is the Meat Palace of Cernix. There's no way they advertise themselves as vegan.
Your Honor, what does any of this have to do with my client supposedly vanishing without a license?
That is a really good question. Prosecution?
Several witnesses saw him vanish, and when asked if he had license, he could not be found for comment.
He couldn't
Are
be
you sure
found
he
because
didn't
he was
just
in
go
a
out to get milk
crowded
and
subway.
cigarettes?
He was in a crowded subway.
He was not in a crowded subway. He was only in a crowded subway up until the point he vanished.
Yes, he went behind a group of people. Obviously, they were just coming from an anime convention.
Order in the court?
This is why we need witnesses.
This feels like a dispute that could have been settled at home or with child support payments. I'm not sure which.
I also love that due to that particular screenshot, he has 3 hands.
He does. Oh.
Damn it, now you've got me wondering if you have old screenshots.
Oh, undoubtedly, I probably do.
But see, the problem is, that trauma only exists between you and I. So, like, we can't do prosecutor and defense against that. And we can't do prosecutor and judge because, like, no matter what, one of us is going to prosecute and the judge is going to agree with them. So, like, that is definitely a kangaroo court. Oh, that's so appropriate. So the person that we're talking about is a person that we both knew when we met. And we're not going to unpack all that, but regardless to say, they were annoying as hell, but the hilarity of a kangaroo court in their trial is that they are in fact Australian.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, this is fun as hell, but unfortunately with just the 3 of us, we're just going round and round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, let's do one more round. And then I think we're gonna call it.
That works.
Actually, do you want to be defense again, Nox, or do you want to be the judge again?
I'll take defense if you want to judge.
Yeah, I like judging. Judging's kind of my thing. Maybe it's because I'm such a judgy bitch.
Well, this might be a little awkward then.
Oh, you're
Oh.
putting me on trial?
Oh.
No, like we
Oh.
discussed that while you were out. I was like, I can't put myself on trial because like I'd either be prosecuting myself or I'd be defending myself or I'd be judging myself. Like that's the only reason I haven't put any one of the three of us on trial yet.
I don't know how much I can defend you.
There is no defense for me. Why do you look like a 70s school teacher?
Oh?
That's an
God,
interesting
that-
accusation. Sure.
With the accusation in the picture.
Let's hear it.
I hadn't realized exactly how your face your face looked. Okay.
Roughly the same it does when I read that.
I mean, with that accusation, you kind of look like you have a predatory look on your face.
I always have a predatory look on my face.
Well, the first thing we have to look at is the empty bottle of wine that he used to get me drunk. He got me liquored up, and then he took my innocence. This all started at a party, as evidenced by the party hat. Wasn't exactly a good party.
Of course not. We were there.
He tried to even buy me tried to buy my innocence, hence the old bank note. He was quite clearly working up to something, hence the energy drink that he kept himself supplied with. And finally, we have the violent epidemic that I suffered from because of his advances.
Oh, I should have been defense because I could have torn apart that case easy. Let's see how well you do.
First, I would like to offer up the sleeping bag that the prosecutor brought to the event, intending to stay over in the same room. A dented bottle of water that proves he's really just a thirsty bitch, no matter what beverage he's consuming. The friendship bracelet that you made him after said incident.
Wait.
Damaged
Nope, come on.
whistle
Look back
and-
over here.
Well, you could have still tried to use it.
Awkward eye
What?
contact.
Also, the suspicious noises that you made under the bed that night.
Closing arguments.
Okay. My closing arguments are: one, the damaged whistle. Yes, I could have used. I might have been able to use it if he hadn't already, made it pretty much unusable. The friendship bracelet was part of the party. It was me trying to be friends with him, but instead it went so much further.
Are those any of your closing arguments?
The sleeping bag, well, you normally you bring a sleeping bag when, you go to a sleepover, but it wasn't supposed to be just the two of us. The suspicious noises under the bed were me curled up under there, whimpering and whining after everything happened. And that's the truth, damn it.
Alright, it's his closing argument.
I will just say that the evidence I did not submit would have been more damning, as it was a rental car, a scary mask, and a notebook.
love how if I don't get the angle just right, it just like insists that I call a witness. So, in this case, biased as it is, I have to declare myself innocent because energy drinks actually put me to sleep. Well, I drank a energy drink before that. I roofied myself. Alright, yeah, so this is actually fun as hell. I don't know if the voice chat works on the main menu.
Okay, you might want to unmute yourself for me from the Discord there. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Is I didn't know if the voice chat would work on the main menu.
No, it doesn't.
This honestly is fun as hell, and like this is definitely one I want to play on the regular. So
I
yeah.
figured it probably would be from the things that I'd seen as with with what they had with what gameplay I had seen. It's like, okay, yeah, it looks like we could have a lot of fun with it.
Oh yeah, like
especially if we get personal.
Yeah, the moment I saw it and I realized it was like a party game where we had to come up with everything. Like I didn't know that we had to come up with the accusations. I thought like they just give you standard accusations and you could pick one, or it was totally RNG. Yeah, the moment I saw this, I was like, nah, this is Pirates game through and through. But I'm glad to see it works with just about everybody. So this is definitely one I think it's going to make a regular appearance. Thank you both for helping me playtest this.
The games was fun.
Yeah, I mean, especially thank you, Luna, because I know that you were a little shy and weren't looking forward to doing this, but I think we made it worth it for you.
It was awesome.
Okay, so I don't know if Rask has bought this or not yet. He said he thought he did, and he thinks he bought it for Nightkind already. So if that's true, if we want to do this on Friday, we've definitely, well, I guess today, wouldn't it? We definitely have players. But now you and I have an unfair advantage because we're going into it having playtested.
Well, that's what they get.
Yeah, that's life. You know, you never know when you're going to get called to court. Also, like, Rask and I were saying how hilarious it is that he just came home from jury duty today, and I was just dismissed from my period of jury duty on Wednesday. And then we just decided to play a game where we have the potential to be on a jury. But yeah, so, I think if we want to play this Friday, that's going to be great. Or if you want to hold off so that they can get a little experience in, that's up to you, your channel. Which leads us...
I think we'll probably wind up playing this.
Yeah. Which leads us to, Luna, would you like to say your good nights and goodbyes?
Thanks, it was fun.
Okay. Olav?
That's all I got.
Well, thanks for having us. And yeah, for anybody who's here, tomorrow night at 9:15 p.m. Central Time, over on my channel, Olaf Productions, we'll probably be playing this, for our Pirates of the Geek Vortex podcast. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that leads us to, yes, please join us tomorrow night, as he said, 9:15 Central. And don't forget that after that, I think I'm going to start taking Sundays and Wednesdays off of streaming. But that means every other day, Tuesdays at 9:15 EST, we are going to be doing, I think we're going to reintroduce Howling. I don't know if we have a topic, and if not, we are going to try a do-over of our D&D stream. And for those of you who were with us on Twitch this Tuesday, I do apologize again for how that stream ended. And unfortunately, we have a player that will no longer be joining us, but we are going to keep doing that. It seems the general consensus is that we're having a lot of fun. I'm going to be continuing streaming Blueprints, Oblivion, Chrono Cross. I suppose Chrissy and I now have Fishing Planet to add to that. If anybody feels like joining us fishing and shooting the shit, you're more than welcome. It is a free game. There are a shit ton of microtransactions and Baitcoin, which I am now going to take to the grave with me as one of the dumbest things I have ever heard. And if you would like to join our cult and you would like to support the channel, don't forget, down in the Patreon, we have our Discord, our Blue Sky, the Instagram. You can like, subscribe, share the video. Please share. We do need to build and get some more exposure. And if you feel like it, we do have a Patreon. I would hold off on joining until July because we are in the middle of changing our payment schedule. But once that is up, you can go ahead. The tiers are really, really low. Our highest tier is $10 a month. That is the price of, used to be the price of a pair of pants. You know, that's a price of a really shitty Starbucks coffee. So, please join us again. And remember, it's not goodbye. It's just until next time.